every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. The Vols will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It is nice to have an athlete at quarterback like that can make things happen. He's just so fast. He takes away angles, still has the option whether he wants to pitch it, can still make you look stupid doing that or running the football like he did there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. The linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Took a shot as he threw.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him. And everybody on this offense is looking to him.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Barnett. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
That's a good job by the defense understanding the sideline is an extra defender, right? Like, I got to take away the inside a little bit and then play that ball, but make him throw a great throw all the way to the outside of the field, and he didn't do it on that play.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. That's caught. It's Gill.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Pine. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give is to Williams. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Winfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hogan. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the ground, it's Edwards. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Pine. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Going up top again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his man. It's Butler. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play. And
especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Inside the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires left. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Volunteers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion. But he's just been off over and over again in this game.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the play fake. Uncorks one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
so surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his...
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now on 2nd and goal. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Catch in the middle, it's Gaines. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
The sure hands, it's Edwards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. The short hands, it's Davis. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Split backs here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the 2nd half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So trailing by 2 possessions late, they need a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking left. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vols.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about that? They pull out the onside kick. They're able to get it down 3 here in the 4th quarter. They're in great position right now to at least tie this game.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This to tie things up in the final minute. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. Never a doubt. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal, with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. You've still got some football left here, folks.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Billy.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. To throw, it's Barnett. Hit as he throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing.
Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Wildcats! They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
This time he's got his man. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the